And my specialty group is hotels, lodging, resorts, and golf properties.
Okay, terrific, terrific. Tell me a little bit about what you see going on in the market right now. We're about almost through the first quarter of 2010, and what are you seeing, what kind of activity in your market?
The lodging market is definitely improving after 2009 being the worst year since the Great Depression. The first signs of 2010 are indicating that occupancy is actually improving. So occupancy is probably up about 2 to 3% across the board for most hotels today. However, room rates are still the biggest challenge. In fact, room rates for early 2010 are even lower than they were in 2009, and revenue per room is also decreasing. So whereas occupancy is increasing, the actual income for hotels is probably going to be down again this year.
So if you're a property owner of one of those hotels, how does that affect the value of the hotel? And then take that one step further, and what does that mean for the community economically?
Well, clearly the values of hotels are down substantially. From the peak of 2006, hotel values across the board are probably down 30 to 60%. The net operating income for hotels this year will probably be down 35% in comparison to 2006, where that is the largest impact is just on making the mortgage payment.
Right.
Because generally you're not going to have that amount of spread. So with a 35% decrease in net operating income, a large majority of the hotel owners are having a very difficult time making mortgage payments.
Right. And in the financing area, we're seeing foreclosures in apartment complexes. We've actually had a golf course in town here going to foreclosure. Does that tend to drag down the hotel industry with it, or are they a standalone? Can they make it on their own?
No, I think it's, the most important thing for the lodging industry is generally jobs. And with a significant decrease in jobs in 2009 and probably a small decrease in 2010, the lodging industry is definitely negatively impacted.
Great. Talk to me a little bit about your personal day-to-day role or activities in your category.
Well, today, you mentioned foreclosure. Our most active role now is following the economic viability of these hotels and looking at foreclosures. And in Arizona today, there's probably at least one hotel foreclosure a week right now. We're attending a lot of foreclosure sales to try to determine kind of what the future of those hotels is going to be.
Now, are any of those in the Tucson or Pima County area?
There are some occurring in Pima County, but nowhere close to what there are in Maricopa County. Maricopa County's foreclosure of hotels is significant. It's probably, if not the worst city in the country in terms of lodging, at the top 1 or 2. So Tucson didn't have the growth of new hotels that Phoenix did. So we don't have the depth of the problems that Phoenix does. But there'll probably be 5 to 8 foreclosure sales of hotels in Tucson this year.
Okay. And in that category, are these what we would consider national chains? Are they the boutique hotels? Are they resort-style hotels? How would you classify those?
Well, it's probably across the board. We'll probably have some movement in at least one resort hotel this year. Mm-hmm. There'll definitely be some full-service, higher quality hotels that will have some issues, and also the limited service. So it's across the board.
So in your opinion, these financial problems with the hotels, are they driven by what you said earlier, the occupancy issue, or were they over leveraged to begin with?
It was probably a combination of both. Everybody was expecting, of course, revenues to continue to increase. Prices in the 2005 to 2007 area were at all-time highs. So it was a combination of room rates dropping, occupancy dropping, and people overpaying for hotels also.